Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we kind of have a little bit of a lot going on. We have the cam swap that we're going to do on the Camaro. You guys will see that here shortly. And we have a couple new Cobras in the shop. You guys saw that this one's here already in our previous video. But now we got this new VMP car that is blowing coolant out of the overflow under boost. So we'll be digging into this thing, but it is beautiful. We have fallen in love with the red, especially with the 18 AFSs. I mean, this thing just sits so right. Slacking on the camera game this week because the 2-valve was just here and it runs awesome and it sounds great, and we went and drove it. But it's going to be coming up. It's going to be coming up for a follow-up appointment to go to E85 and some other upgrades. So you guys will be seeing that in the channel in the coming weeks. So that we're really happy about that. It's really our first like major repeat customer. They had it. They put 1,000 miles on it. They love it, and now they want to get some more stuff to take it up to the next level. So we're happy with that. You guys obviously see this. Then we want to give you an update on the H2 real quick before we get into the Camaro project. This thing is just nasty. So it's finally just about done. It's got the supercharger gears still need to be put on it. But otherwise the swing arm, the chain, it moved under its own power today. Brakes work. Brakes work, yeah. Wicked. Wicked, wicked.
We'll start her up a little bit.
All right.
Next time.
Maybe a little two-step action. Yep, I think that pretty much wraps up this week, though. Coronavirus still in full effect. Look at this combo right here, though. I mean, if you had those two things. All right, let's get to the LS swap project. That turned out, not LS swap project. Let's get to the cam swap project on the Camaro. All right, guys, we got the Cobra inside. It's kind of crappy outside, but we are getting back on the LS project. We want to finish this thing before we get serious with either one of these two Cobras. So currently we are doing the valvetrain upgrades. This side's still all stock, valve springs and everything. This side we already have the BTR double valve springs installed with new retainers, new keepers, new seals, everything. And we already finished the trunnion upgrade on all the rocker arms, so we gotta put those on too. The camshaft's not in yet, it's in the box over there, so we'll be doing that shortly. But for the most part, we are halfway done. We're gonna knock this side out, change all those valve springs and seals, and then we'll slide the cam in, let the lifters drop, and start putting the top end back together. Then once we have this obviously all assembled, we'll start putting all the junk back on it. So far so good. It's going as well as we would hope. All right, guys, it's taken us a little bit longer than we wanted to get to this point, but it is going really well. We have a new Melling billet timing set on it with a Torrington bearing. It's a nice single roller timing chain. We did degree the camshaft. The intake center line on it is spot on. It's at 109, which is perfect for the camshaft. And everything here is all set. We are currently cleaning valve covers and timing covers so we can get this thing buttoned up. And then we'll be flipping it over and cleaning the bottom and putting the oil pan on. Then we will obviously finish putting the accessories on, water pump, and power steering, alternator, all that stuff. And so we can get ready to put this thing back with the transmission and into the cradle. So just want to give you guys a quick update. We're doing a lot of busy work and staying dirty, so we haven't been touching the camera much. But we will let you guys know what it looks like once it's all done on the engine stand. All right, we're flying now. We are getting ready to put the engine on the cradle. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Woo! It's cleaned up nice. Got them long tubes on there. We got a new clutch slave cylinder. The other one was blown into pieces. So she's good. She's good. We got a new cut flywheel and a new clutch going on it also. So now we're gonna start combining all of these pieces. And then we're gonna decide if we're gonna put it in tonight or tomorrow. See what time it is. Oh! Mated. And back on the stand. And the K-member Gonna get ready to put it all back together and put it up in the car. Should go right in. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I gotta bleed the clutch, connect all the wires, and it'll be mint. Beautiful. So, stop here now and bring an update with it going back in the car in the morning. All right, time for the final day on the F-body project. We have everything out. Everything's been apart for the last couple days. You guys saw it earlier in the video, and now it is all together, ready to go back in. All I gotta do next is I just gotta cut off this sway bar end link. It's all rusted together, so I gotta cut that off. We got some new ones for it. And then the front end should be ready to go back up in the car, so we can start doing all the little odds and ends, hooking everything up, bleeding the brakes, bleeding the clutch, and having fun with all that stuff. But it looks pretty good. The ceramic coated headers look good. It's got BTR, we put that BTR Stage 3 camshaft in it, Texas Speed, ceramic coated long tubes, wires, plugs. And that's about the gist of the modifications. We're still waiting on a lot of parts on some of these other cars that we'll hopefully be working on during this quarantine that's coming up. So we got a lot of parts coming for the black car, most of them are here. Got a couple parts coming for the Lightning so we can finish that up. And then the red Cobra we're gonna start on probably in the same video. So let's get back to work. Bam! Look at them long tubes. They're looking good. Alright, so the K-member is half bolted in. It's got like all the bolts just started. So it is kind of hanging right now. The trans is all the way bolted in. But most of it is hooked up. We have to do alternator wiring. We gotta get this O2 sensor hooked up. And that's like really it. And then we can start working on putting the exhaust and everything else back together. I'll probably start throwing the drive shaft in now while Dan's messing with some of the final touches. And we're cruising now. Once we get the K-member final bolted in, which is going to be in about 10 minutes, we're going to take a break and go get some food. It's lunchtime. But it looks pretty good. These long tubes just look so weird how they like spread out so far. So that'll be interesting to run the rest of the exhaust. What are you thinking, Dan?
I don't know if this is going to get pretty hot.
Might have to put some sleeve on it or what?
It's got some factory stuff on it, but still.
Woo! Almost done. About to start this bad bitch. She's up in the air. We got the Texas Speed goodies all on. This true dual exhaust, which is kind of a pain. Took us more time than we would like. Oh, this bolt needs to be tightened right here. That's all that's left. Yeah, the junction. But it's all out. You got the exhaust tips looking pretty even. We'll see how I like the exhaust tips on the ground, but in the air, I'm not crazy about them. We've already thought of a couple of ways that we would probably change them, but we'll see. On the ground, it'll probably look good.
Mikey's car.
What's that?
Mikey's car definitely not.
What?
Crazy about how the exhaust tips look.
What is it? What are his? I forget.
He has some big ass, like 3-inch.
Oh yeah.
Tips are like one's like this low and then one's way up here.
That's how this one was. The exhaust that came off of this was all uneven. All right, put it on.
Wait, you said we gotta tighten this bolt.
Oh yeah. Hopefully it doesn't mess up our alignment at all. It's probably like 5/8 or something. But this thing's gonna be loud. I'm so mad at myself I didn't get a before video of this car. I really messed that up for you guys. I'm so sorry. But it sounded like a stock exhaust. And now it's got a huge camshaft and pretty much wide open exhaust. I mean, it's gonna sound rowdy as hell compared to what it sounded like before. So, pretty excited.
Okay.
You do that? She don't know what to do. Go ahead. Coolants in the water. Need the coolants in the water. Coolants in water. Got no exhaust. It sounds way faster than it actually is. Ridiculously loud. Ridiculously loud. Sounds great under here though. Engine's nice and quiet. Ceramic coating smells like it's fresh. Oh, yeah. Are good. We're gonna top off the coolant and we're gonna call it today. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Streetcar Shenanigans YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure you're following us on other social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, links in the description down below. We are still working on our website, but I'm gonna put a link down there below. Let us know what you think about that. And hopefully you guys enjoyed some LS content for once, but don't worry. We have tons of Cobra content coming soon. Smash subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video.